We are going to do something very, very different today. We have never done this in our lives.
Gonna get dirty, so there's absolutely no showing you what we're doing.
We've arrived at some salt plains, and with the salt plains there are mud baths, and apparently the mud contains excellent minerals for your skin. So we are going to get down and dirty in the mud, and apparently you cover yourself in mud, then you let it dry off in the sun or the heaters, and then following that you obviously shower it off. So hoping that following this I won't have a bad hair day.
So long as it's not, it's not a water treatment place instead.
So I suppose, like all good beauty products, we should do a before, a during and an after. Now we've just met a family who've been in and said it is vile. It smells of dead fish and there is all mosquito larvae in it. So it has to be done. I'm going to give it a go.
Right.
It's squelching between my toes. I don't know how. Oh, it's very warm though.
Well, that's why it says on this sign that the use of the heaters is allowed.
Right.
So is that the idea? You just squelch yourself with it?
I believe so.
My milk bottle legs is going in.
Come on, Ian. You know you need it.
So as soon as we saw this, we remembered that we'd been here before, and so it's come as a real big surprise. The last time that we was here, it was really cold, and we couldn't actually get into these pits. But yeah, actually, there's a few people in. They're kind of just sitting around. Whoop. So they nearly went in without trying them. I think you're doing a bit of pottery there, look.
You could actually throw a pot. It's like clay. So this is the during, and it wasn't that bad. I don't know where they went, but it didn't smell, and I didn't see any animals. So hopefully now I'll be beautiful. Let's show you Mr. A. Look at it. He didn't fancy it on his face, but that's okay. So we're going to go to the beach now. Turn around, my lovely. You're going to go to the beach now, let it harden off, and then we'll swim it away. Did you enjoy it, Ian?
Weird. Great pottery throwdown. From the Great Pottery Throwdown to the Great British Bake Off.
It's going very tight.
Enjoy. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but it's starting to hurt now. It's going so tight.
The mud we put on so thick. Honestly, Ian's never had a face pack, so he doesn't know how tight it goes. Imagine that on your entire body. So we're into the sea now. We're going to get it all off, and then we'll show you an after result.
Oh, be beaming.
And so this is the afters.
Oh, I'm glowing. You're glowing.
Do you know what? I really kind of disputed it. I thought, oh, it's not going to do much. Oh, skin feels so soft. It's lovely.
Flipping off you.
But we're actually on the beach now. It's starting to rain. Don't you can see those clouds up there?
That'll straighten the air out. At least it'll get rid of any other mud that's still there.
So we're going home for a cup of tea now, back to the van. And yeah, that was a really nice, a nice spa break in the mud. What van lifers can afford. It would have been nice to have stayed on the beach a little longer, but we have a massive thunderstorm approaching. sky one side, and right above Frankie, the biggest thundercloud. So we're going to go back, have a brew, and around here apparently is supposed to be the largest population of tortoises in the world. But unfortunately they don't give the location because it's a secret. As I said, thunder. So we're going to see if we can see any tortoises, because I really like tortoises. The last time I saw them was Turkey.
Hey!
And so to extend our luxury spa treatment, we are in the bus with the rain above our heads, in our bathrobes, and I've even got Ian eating
I've got a Caesar salad.
Caesar salad. So this is our economy spa experience, and it's been a lovely day.
And here is the after effects of the wonderful mud pools.
Honestly, truly, I feel very, very soft.
And them clouds have gone now in that thunderstorm. It's all gone blue.
Well, this is the day after our beauty therapies at the spa. Mr. A looking super gorgeous.
Didn't do much for me though, did it?
I've got a bit of a rash, so it's not sore, but my face feels a little bit hot.
And that's why I didn't put it on my face.
Smart man. We've left that park up now.
I don't just tell them though, that was a shaving rash.
Shaving rash, cheeky. So we're now off to a different kind of park up. We've not done one of these for a little while, and it's a lake park up with a walk around the lake and a nature reserve. We're hoping that there'll be plenty of trees for Dillilah because it is starting to hot up again, and yeah, she definitely benefits from the cool. So off to our next park up. We have had such a super sleep at this park up. It's in a small village and it feels quite rural. Beyond those reed beds is a lake, but we had a huge walk yesterday and couldn't get anywhere near the lake. Ian threw a stone, you could hear the water, but you couldn't get through the reed beds to it. But this is their municipal park. Over there you've got picnic areas under the shade. All this area last night, the children were on the push bikes cycling round. It was lovely, and there was lots of people sitting on the benches and just having a really nice time in the evening. There's the bus. There was girls on that wall giggling, telling what they'd been up to that day. Lots of dog walking areas, loads and loads of bins about. They're obviously very proud of the area, keeping it tidy. And also plenty of these water facilities. So we've managed to fill up with water. They're dotted all about. There's one there, one there. Oh, I think Ian wants to get going. So our next park up is the beach. So back to the beach after a lovely sheltered time under these big trees. This is the lake that we couldn't get anywhere near. It is absolutely enormous. And we went for a lake stop, but like I said, all those reed beds in front of it, couldn't get near. Why our days are limited now in Greece and we're spending 4 days at a beach, we decided to come out for dinner, and Ian has ordered.
Well, it just said a pork chop.
It did.
But that's some chop, that is. I don't know what animal that's off.
It's like Freddie Flintstone. Honestly, it's the biggest piece of meat that I've ever seen. And that huge chunk of meat was €10. Enjoy, Mr. A. I've got chicken and it's beautifully flavoured.
So we're here. So we're here in Stavros where we've been before.
Yes, on our way to the beach. Happy days.
Happy days. Port of Stavros. This lorry's just turned up, stopped its trailer, and I think they're going to put a boat on the back. It's all quite precise work. I see, the boat isn't actually in the water yet, they've got to wait for the boat to arrive. So I take it that once it's ready, excuse the wind, but you have to expect that once the boat's ready, it just floats into there, and then it gets picked up by the lorry. Fascinating.
So,
Mr. A's been an arse. Right, okay, let's get that out of the way.
We are going away from civilization for a while, so because I'm going to be marooned with Ian, I need some human company for a little bit. So we've come out for the night and we've come to this lovely beach.
And in case you're wondering, with Dillilah.
And
Oh, yep.
I'm having a cocktail.
And what's it called?
It's called First Night. So what it is they've only just opened the bar, so they're practicing. So I got this, Ian got beer and JD, but we got a free bowl of nuts, 2 free waters and a free bowl of fruit. And we've got the bill already, so we know it's free.
It's alright, hasn't it?
That's lovely, thank you very much.
And we're going to be marooned over there somewhere. What's the plan, love?
I made a bed outside because it's a really nice night. It's nice and warm, but the stars are amazing. So I thought we could sleep out here. Well, we did it. We slept the night outside. Poor Ian is under there because now that dawn's broke, the mosquitoes are biting like billy-o. There's Dillilah with her bed. It was a lovely experience, just lying there looking at the stars. But God, why did you make mosquitoes? We're just on our last couple of days in Greece and we've come off the beaten track, and I'm so glad that we did because look what we found. Whole nests of storks with their babies in. Look how beautiful creatures. And it's not just one. There is another one. And then as you come round the park, there's even more. This is the most amount of storks I've ever seen. Look. That's the third nest. Being very careful with the babies. Round the garden again. And there's another one further over. Just over there in the distance. That's the first one that we saw. What do you think of this? So exciting. Storks in their nest with the babies. Very, very, very hot today. It is actually about 32, 34 degrees and we're sweating like Dillilah. So we've actually chosen to make the travel longer because at least while we're in the van we can have the blowers going, even though the air conditioning is not working. It keeps Dillilah cooler. One thing you can see a bit clearer from here, storks will nest in the same nest for their entire lives, and unfortunately a lot of them choose electric pylons or electric poles like this one. So what they've done in the neighbourhood is they've put this metal plating up above the pylon so that the stork can make the nest without putting all that weight and pressure on the cables. It's actually illegal to move a stork's nest once it's made it. That's so you know from the sweets in the background.
Somebody's wet themselves. Woo.
So Greece, we have had the most wonderful stay with you. Island hopping. We've done so many beautiful things and seen lovely, lovely places. It's time to go home and we are desperate. So the weather has gone so hot that inside the van it's 35 degrees even at 9:30 at night.
And you're in the van out for a sauna.
Delilah's struggling and I can't do it anymore. I just need to be back in Bulgaria. So we're going to be a bit cheeky and we're going to see if we can cross the border 2 days early. So praying like mad that this will work out and that there'll be no problem leaving Greece. The problem will be, will Bulgaria let us in early? I just need to be still. I need to be in my house and I need my dog to lie on grass under a tree and not be panting. So Bulgaria, coming home. I think how many hours in and we'll be home?
No.
How many?
Oh, we're out 4, unless we get arrested.
4 hours and we'll be home. We've been travelling for 2.5 hours now and we're very close to the border. We've only got about 10 minutes. Nerves are kicking in. Again, no worries about leaving Greece, but just the entry into Bulgaria. Delilah's travelled well. Oh, a snake has just gone past on the tarmac. Well, as expected, we've managed to get through the Greek border. They were really lovely, quite baffled why we would want to leave Greece in this beautiful weather to go over to Bulgaria. We have just seen a sign and it says it's 35 degrees outside. That's how hot it's getting. So yeah, halfway there. Just now need to go through the Bulgarian border, which is coming up, so I'll have to stop filming.
Hey!
honestly, it's like sitting an exam. I said to Ian, don't be conspicuous. And he overshot the cabin where you put them in, and everybody's going, whoa, whoa. And I went, I am so sorry. My husband has driven for 2.5 hours. The heat has fried his brain.
He's an imbecile.
And then they all started laughing, so it actually broke the ice. And we got through. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Lord. Anything from you, Mr. A?
We're just on our way back. Yeah.
Bernese,